Well, hello everybody. The disembodied voice of Stephen here. What is the rumpus? How are you doing? It is finally autumn here in Japan, and I just got in the mail my Game Crafter copy of Through Hell and Back that I designed. This is the game box. This is the large game box. This is what, let me just flip that around. Unfortunately, the few cameras I have would not cooperate today. I don't know what's going on. So I'm using some kind of tethering thing with my iPhone. Let's hope it works. The microphone 100% is working. All right. Here is Through Hell and Back. So I haven't opened it yet. Well, I did just lift the cover. So we're going to open it together. This is a World War II bomber game. And I tell you, for all the components, I swear something's got to be missing. It's just so light. I'm a little surprised at how light it is. So this is the paper. All right, so these are the dice that are used in the game. And here are the cards. Just these cards. Quality is okay. Quality is, well, I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean okay in a bad way. So I got to get used to this camera, where this camera is. So these are the weather cards. Okay, good weather cards. Sorry about the camera. I got to figure this out. These are the mission cards. So this is the base. Man, oh man, I got to get used to that. This is the base mission deck. This is just a poker size card. I tell you, I'm so sorry about this. I wish my other cameras were working because I'm confused with what I'm doing here. And I got to turn this around. Sorry, everything's backwards. I apologize for that. This is one of the base mission deck cards. So let's just let me fan through this here. Let me just. So these are all base mission deck. This is the landing, and on the flip side is takeoff. For landing and taking off. Yeah, these look really good. These are the crew cards. That's odd. I thought I changed. Oh, I think I changed. Yeah, I changed these. Right now they have these backs. But to save money for the buyer, I'm going to be double-siding these with the novice and veteran. These are the, so you'll see this is the veteran card. Oops, sorry. This is the veteran card. I keep doing this. I really apologize. This is the veteran card. I'm going to figure this out. Everything's yaku here. This is the veteran card. And this is, so I'll show you both. So this is the veteran card, and this is the novice card. The white is the novice, and the dirtier one has been around the block is the veteran card. So there's two types of cards. Right now they have these backs that I designed. I designed everything in the game, in case you were wondering. But these backs, which I kind of like. I like this design. And in case you're wondering why I did not use the official insignia that they had in World War II, well, that's because the United States military would not let me use their images. Actually, no one's allowed to use them without getting permission. And there's all kind of hoops to jump through to have permission. You have to be in business and such. So that's why you don't see the USA insignia on the aircraft in the game. All right, so here's the action, or the base mission deck. Here's the action cards that pilots use in the game. Need to get my hands out. So this is an action card for the escorts. I'm sorry, this is the naval action card. So it's a special action card. Then we've got cards for the pilots to use, or the crew members to use. This is one of the target of opportunity cards. And on the flip side, we have these. Yeah, everything looks good. These have the Yeah, I think these do have the linen finish. Yeah, these are all linen finish. Yep. Yeah, these are nice. Yeah, they tell you it doesn't come sorted. I forgot about that. So I have to check everything. So these are the engine hit cards when your engine takes a hit. Oops, sorry, I keep doing that. When your engine takes a hit, you'll be drawing one of these cards. You get lucky. If there's no incident found, consider yourself lucky. But some give you issues. Here's one. It's an oil cooler failure. There's a fuel pump leak on this. I don't know why I can't figure out. All right, just lay it out flat in front of me. I'll get there eventually. Yeah, these look really good. Here's the other engine incidents. All right, nice. Made the game without a lot of tables. There is a little bit of table action for the naval aspect. I do have to go through and I have to figure out. Here's the abort card, which, flip that switch when you got to abort. So most of the instructions on what to do are contained on the cards. I've tried to keep things relatively simple. This is the formation card, if you're in and out of formation. So I'll just kind of explain how you play the game. As you'll build a mission deck on your mission, and you will flip the cards, flip these base mission decks, and you'll flip these over, and there's different things. There's incidents, and there's bonuses, and some surprises. So this is one of the. This is one of the. This is when an enemy aircraft arrives. So I made, I think 4 or 5, I forget. It might be 4 different graphics for these, so they're not the same. That's something that drives me nuts when things are exactly the same for those kind of like actions or something, and everything looks the same. These are all the same, and even this bothered me. I wanted to make a unique graphic for each one, but that does take a lot of time, and sometimes it's just not necessary. So I had to I had to learn restraint and say, okay, I don't need to make. Yeah, this is handmade. This engine. Whoops, sorry. This is not 3D. Just this is handmade. I gotta say, looks good. Printed out. I'm pretty proud. It can almost pass for a photo. That's interesting. What was that? Something appeared on my screen. Don't know what that was. I didn't do it. So this is an example of one of the action cards for your crew, but this goes to your escort. You'll have escort fighters. So this is one of the maneuvers the escort can use, a special maneuver. It's like Christmas when you get these. So here's another target of opportunity card. Here's another one. That's not 3D. That's hand painted. It's 88 millimeter flak in there. So there's a few of these target of opportunity cards. I know that's backwards. There's a few of these cards in the game. Here's the sun roll card. So there is sun in the game sometimes. You're flying around Europe, so there's a bit of rain there. So there's this card that we use. Here's one of the other enemy aircraft cards. So since they're all German fighters in the game, I modeled the painting after some of the German camos and stuff like that. There's another one. Yeah, looks good. Here are the flak cards. This is 20 millimeter flak. And here's the big brother. Or the bigger brother. 88. So one good thing about having COVID, in this case, is supposedly this is supposed to smell bad, but I can't smell anything. It's been over a year now, and I have not regained my sense of smell and taste 100%. All right, that's all of the... Is this really all of them? I swear. I don't know. Something just seems missing. I keep feeling like that. Something's missing. Weather cards, engine hit cards. Yeah, this seems small. These are the aircraft cards. These are tarot size. These look really good printed out. So this is the German, one of the German planes. We got the 110. Right, let me flip that over for you. Sorry about that. Apologize for all this camera issue. Here's a 110. Little boring. A little boring. Could be a little. The camo could be more interesting on that plane. Here's a Focke-Wulf 190. All right. So again, all of these are handmade. It's no 3D stuff. And you know, most of the planes, even when they're similar, you'll see they have different. There's some different camo. Not always, but sometimes. I tried to make it visually interesting. So here's mission 25. Oops, sorry. Here's mission. I keep doing that. I'm so sorry. Here's mission 25, and on the back side of the missions, you'll see again. This is hand drawn, like a satellite view or aerial view of that target. And then those cards come with a mission dossier card, which tells you what you're going to be doing on the mission and any other relevant information that might be important. So this is another 110. Yeah, this is really nice. These look really good. So this one came out, actually this one came out good. It almost looks like a photograph if you ask me. This is I don't know if you can see it well. Yeah, so this is a train line. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of surprised how that came out. Thought I was going to have a lot of trouble. Well, here's another. I know it's upside down, but here's another bombing run. So this is one of the naval cards. Naval cards. Whoops. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Let me flip that over for you. Naval cards don't have bomb site cards. They just have dossier cards, because you're not using the bomb site for that in the game. So I had a lot of fun doing, building the game up, and it was a lot of work. Let me just say that. It was a lot of work. I didn't think it was going to get as big as it did, and it could have gotten bigger, but I wanted to keep things somewhat simple. I do have expansions planned. I do have some things that I already started making. Here's another card for the escorts. Oh, I didn't show the escorts yet, right? Yeah, okay. So I do have some plans for the game. Different planes that you can fly, different areas of operation. There is a plan for the next. Well, there is a co-op mode. I've tested online, and the co-op mode is fun. Actually, I enjoyed it. I made there's a set of cards and missions special for the co-op. They're basically the same missions you ran. They're just a little different. So here's an example of the P-47. You'll see I made up my own United States insignia. I know that bothers some people, but you got to get over it. I'm not really wanting to go to court with the United States government over something as silly as that. The biggest bottleneck for me were these mission cards. So that's my recreated dial for the Norden bomb site, and this was the biggest bottleneck. Making all of these graphics. So this is painted 2D. This is not 3D. Again, those buildings are not three-dimensional. That's just painting. That takes a lot of time, but it's also relaxing. It's fun. I enjoy it. But yeah, it it eats up a lot of time. Let me tell you. Oh, everything looks really nice. I started with the game testing it on my table, printing it out, and testing it. Printed out a couple of cards professionally just to see, you know, make sure that my monitor at home is calibrated correctly and everything's going to look how I want. And came out good. Came out good. Ah, here they are. Yay. These are smaller than I thought they would be. So these little guys are your bombers. We got a shadow here. Where's the... what's going on here? Where's the... oh, shadows from my thumb. Okay. So these are your bomber cards. Spirit of 76, Flak Ducker, Wistful Witch, Big Fat Mama, Special Delivery, Jersey Girl, I'm sorry, Jersey Gem, there's Tom Waits in my head, Hellwagon, No Time Like Now, Doodlebug, and the Howling Wolf. So these are all with the fictitious 565th Bomb Squadron. Again, I had to use my own graphics to avoid any copyright issues. The only thing I think that looks similar is the Flak Ducker there. So when you go to fly your plane, you pick what kind of which bomber you want to fly, and you will use this on your game board. All right, so these are the naval pieces, but this is one of the submarines. On the flip side, it's like an oil slick. I changed this. Okay, so actually these in the final game are not going to be on these small circles. They're going to be on these other medium chits. I changed this, so I didn't want to wait. I just wanted to get the game so I could see what it would be like. So these, like no action and killed in action, these are going to be on the bigger chit. So no worries on that. Now this is another thing that was changed. So this is the naval game board. So you've got your sub will go on here, and then you have your U-boat encounters here, your fuel and your discharges, your depth charges. You don't get your discharge on the game board. The version I have is just double-sided. The version that you would get if you bought this would have the naval board on one side, and on the back would be a nose art similar to, actually it's not just text, it's a Cupid on a bomb. I made a nose art to put on the back, so if you wanted, when you're not playing the game, you could put this up somewhere, have a little nose art. All right, so that's that. This looks good, right? What do you think? Looks nice. Very good. I have to say, it's when you're so used to printing this out on like low quality, just printer paper, and then you do it the big way, the big boy way. All right, here's the game board. So this was my game board. It was a little different. Didn't have the thing up at the top, but in order to use what the Game Crafter had, I changed to this. Again, game board itself is okay. So when you play the game, your escort would go here. You would be doing your missions. Have your mission card here. You'd have your bomber card. Let's see. Let's get the old No Time Like Now. You'd have the bomber card over there. This is your altitude tracker on the side. These dials I just made for just display purposes. The other thing that the game that I added after I purchased it already, so it's not in this version, there are mini cards this size that you can place over your engine when it gets hit when it's like on fire or non-functioning. So there's some cards you can place on there. The board is nice, and I kind of like this size. It's more manageable on the table, right? And then here's the manual. So the back of the manual has my my nose art, or my squadron art that I painted. And then here's the manual. Let's just have a quick look. Have a quick look together. Okay. All right. Manual looks good. Like Game Crafter did a great job. So this is all good. And then the only other thing is okay, I see. Okay. So the only other thing is, yeah, see the green here is normal. I don't know what's going on with that game board. The only thing is you have a PDF with the mission post mission briefings, and you also have a set of 8 cards, 8 naval patrol cards, the aircraft cards, like these cards, but they will have the naval symbol on the back. So you'll get a little more than what's in this box. You'll get the nose art on the back of the naval board. You also get those extra 8 extra planes. I don't know, everything looks great. Yeah, so this is the post-mission detail page. You'll get a PDF to download and print out. And then here's the scoring in the back, how to do the scoring. Oh, this looks great. Everything looks great. Everything looks great. All right, well, that is... Well, let me turn that over. That is Through Hell and Back. I appreciate you following me through this little unboxing. The game looks great. I can't wait to do some playing with it. I'm going to have to get... All right, thanks for watching, and be well, happy, and peaceful. Thank you so much, and take care.